Hey champion, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
Good, good. You just called me over and it reminded me. Said, "Come over. What do you want to tell me?"
I want to thank you for the prayer you said for me, because I healed from surgery. I healed 2 weeks early instead of a month. I healed in 2 weeks. The infection went away. The pus stopped from the surgical incision. They couldn't close it up. They have to let it drain, and pack it and let it drain. And I went to see my doctor for a wound checkup, and it was all closed up already.
Good, are you?
And it was 2.5 inches deep by 1 inch wide into my groin, close to my kidney.
Into your kidneys, so you had a kidney stone?
I had a kidney stone. A kidney stone caused an abscess. They could go in arthroscopic to get rid of the kidney stone, but the pus has to be drained. Has to be allowed to drain until the antibiotics and everything else takes effect, and then it closes all by itself. It's supposed to close all by itself, and it did. But it did so 2 weeks early.
Wow, 2 weeks.
Like, oh, you're all healed up. And they were all stoked about it too.
They were really stoked about it.
Yeah, they were really stoked.
Yeah, when I prayed for you that day, you said you felt it. What did you say you felt?
I felt the crown of thorns go way straight down into my feet. Just my feet vibrating.
Your feet started. You felt at the top of your head, and then it went all through your body.
Right, and down, and so my body was tranquil. It's just the soles of my feet that felt the vibration.
And your feet were vibrating, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good sign that God's doing a healing, isn't it? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because I expected a whole month. And I couldn't get disability. It didn't happen at work, so I had to keep working.
You had to keep working, yeah.
Wear field bandages to work and go in the porta potty and change dressings and all this. And it still didn't get further infected or anything. It healed. It went almost against the grain, according to the surgeons. Well, you're all healed up.
The surgeon said it was against the grain. It doesn't happen that way, huh?
It healed a lot faster. In fact, I have my final tomorrow where he releases me, and I've been healed for 2 weeks already.
Wow.
I wanted to move up my appointment, but he didn't have anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to wait for tomorrow, go have him sign me off, give it to my boss, and I get back on regular pay, not half duty. So I don't mind that. It healed. I rode a bicycle. It's thrown back, no problem. Thank you for the prayer.
Well, awesome. I'm glad you called me over. We're just praying for that lady right there in the wheelchair, and she said that she felt she had brain hurts inside of her head. We prayed to her.
I'm just glad. Thank you, because it healed ahead of time. It healed 2 weeks, an entire 2 weeks ahead of time, and it was an infected incision. So the infection stopped. Of course, I did a good job of cleaning it, but all I could do was clean the outside, and swab. One time I swabbed, the swab went that deep into my tissue.
Right.
And like a week and a half later, I only have half, and then after that, that's when I first saw you. When it was that deep, it was like 5 centimeters, 2.5 inches, 2 inches, and it went to half of that, and then like a week later, all I had to do was clean the outside. I just didn't want it to hurt the swab, so I left it. And 5 days after that, I went to the doctor, and it was completely healed. And it's a small scar too. I thought I was going to have like a heinous scar in a bad place. No, it just blends in with it.
Well, God really loves you, and He wants to let people know, and He's giving out His gifts, His healing gifts out there. As many people receive them. A lot of people don't want to receive them because they don't believe, but you believe that day.
Yeah, always. It's just that I don't get asked that often, and sometimes
You don't get asked that often.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
And sometimes I don't refuse, but I'm not in that state of mind. I excuse myself, but because they're like maybe personal problems or something. But that was a surgical problem, and it helped. It helped. It kept the pain away. I don't know. There was no more pus, just a little bit of discharge from it, and it was in a delicate area, like I said. In fact, it's in an area that could get infected really quickly.
Right, could be real serious.
Yeah, because it's the groin area.
Yeah.
So you have to like shower after every potty. You have to do these other things. But still, I didn't even take as many sitz baths as I was supposed to.
Many what?
The warm tub. I gotta have a tub. I have a shower, so I have to grab a basin and try to sit in it. Get it up to here, and it still works. It still works.
God's doing. He's doing a lot of stuff. Awesome, man. Great talk. You need a prayer for today for anything?
I'm fine.
All right, champion. Thanks for the interview.